you haven't yet, go ahead and take your shoes off. We're gonna, all right, just tilt us down a little bit. Come on over, feet together. Woo! Trying to wipe all that sweat away. All right, inhale, feet together. Good, bringing those arms up tall. And just connect overhead. Look at those thumbs. Great work. Let's go ahead and close your eyes. Push your weight to the toes. Heels come up. Try to keep your eyes closed. And then reverse. So weight on your heels. Toes come up. Try to keep your eyes closed. Feeling the balance. Toes, heels up. And toes up. Weight on your heels. Go ahead and open your eyes, hands come down. Connecting your brain with the your neuromuscular control, your motor control. Lots of nerve endings in our feet, really important. Good, all right, coming up. Right foot is up. Bringing those hands together as we twist to the left. Good, just a gentle twist. Okay, really drive those toes into the ground. Not feeling well today, look at this. No judgment. Try not to judge our balance. Good. Now bring your eyes to your thumbs. Track your thumbs as they twist. Again, removing the visual system from our balance. Challenging our neuro system. Motor control. One more. And release. Good. Switch it out. All right. So right leg down. Okay, hands together, twisting to the right. And it's funny, now I can't stop tracking my thumbs. Don't worry about your thumbs. Good, just getting that twist. Strengthening those feet. Push your toes in the ground. Good, you might feel this in your shins, in your arches, in your feet. Good. Now, bring your eyes to your thumbs, tracking your thumbs. Start small. As you gain confidence, you can add a bigger twist. Removing the visual system from our balancing, focusing on our proprioception. Good, one more. And step it out, shake it out, good work. So balancing, just so important in everyday life. Can't practice it enough. All right, one more balance flow here, a little bit of strength. So let's come into a hinge. Hold just a small one here, shoulders back, like we practiced, good. And then squeeze your tush, tight, tight, tight. All right, bring those arms out to a T. Sweep them forwards. Good, back to the T. Now from here, let's sweep the arms up and knee comes up, forwards, good. All right, hand to the knees, we come to the outside. Star position for a couple of falling stars. Good. Practicing again, our feet into the ground. Feel your arches. Good. And last one. Good. Now, dropping the hand and foot to the side. Then you bring it down, sweep it back up. So we're forwards again. And we're going to come out to our airplane. All right. From here, we're going to do our 5 taps, back knee to the back of the front knee. Hands to your thigh for balance. 5, 4, woo, 3, a little strength. 2, 1, come back to your airplane. Now the challenge, I want you to land with this airplane to the ground. Hands to the ground, foot to the ground. In 3, 2, 1, hands and feet on the ground. And then stand it up. Woo! All right, if the ground seems too far, maybe just bring your hands to your knee or your shin and your foot to the ground. All right, but that's some control as you lower to the ground. So let's come on to the other side. Other leg, hinge, just small, doesn't need to be big. Good, reach back, airplane. Good, notice any differences between left and right. I have a lot of them. All right, good, squeeze back. Let's bring it to a T. Bring your brain back to your glutes, squeeze it tight. And arms, palms face each other overhead. Keep going. Good, back to the T. From here, we're gonna sweep up, knee up. Ready, set, and come up. Good, hand to the knee. Bring it to the outside for our star. and falling stars. Timber. I saw that, Mom. Good, Kinsey. 2. Everybody's getting the hang of this. Drop that arm and foot. Sweep it back to forwards. Reach back. Airplane. Hands to the thigh or knee for 5 taps. Little squats. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to airplane, and we're gonna land it. Hands and toes on the ground. In 3, 2, 1, touch. And stand it up. Woo! Fabulous. Good, let's make our way to the ground. And we're gonna start on your back. All right. Okay, I'm gonna tilt this down just a hair. On our back, 30 seconds of bicycle with a pause. All right, so as you come down, a couple of things to note. If your lower back hurts, I want you to kick to the ceiling, okay? Keep your back on the ground. If that feels easy, bring it down closer to the ground, okay? All right, here we go, ready? All right, get set, and bicycle crunch. So crunch, crunch, pause. 1, 2, pause, hold it, good. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, you got the idea, keep working. Good, inhale, inhale, big exhale, and rest. Quick break here. Bringing our feet up towards the ceiling and flutter kick. Again, if your back hurts, stay up here. If you're feeling stronger, bring your heels closer to the ground. Ready, set, begin. Good, hands by your side. Squeeze that belly tight. Hinging from those hips, try to keep those knees as straight as we can. Point your toes, smaller kicks. Good, sink that belly to the ground, 10 seconds. 3, 2, and rest. Knees to your chest, just roll side to side. Good work. All right. Coming back to our bicycles, ready, set, begin. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. Come on, bring those elbows up. 1, 2, pause. Good, shoulders up. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. 10 seconds. 1, 2, pause. Last one. 1, 2, and rest. Rolling it side to side here. Great job, team. Last one over the flutter kick. Then we're gonna flip it over. Flutter kicks in 3, 2, 1. Come on up and begin. Flutter kicks. So if you'd like to, you can bring your hands to your ears, shoulders off the ground for a little more challenge. Keep that chin away from the chest no matter what. 10 seconds to go. Whoo! Burning so hard. Come on. 3, 2, and rest. Rock it side to side. Fantastic. All right, let's flip it on over. Come into our belly. All right. First off, we're gonna come into our elbows. Okay, if your elbows hurt, you can do this on your hands too, no big deal. But elbows and toes, and knee dip to the ground. Knee dip to the ground, elbows and toes. So exercise here, okay? And then dip and dip. Keep that tush tight. All right. So our pelvis is tucked under, like you're tucking your tailbone under and really focusing on holding that position with our lower abdominal muscles as we dip our knees or pedal. Awesome. Second exercise will be on our belly, and we're gonna work our swimmer with arms overhead. I'll give you an alternative if your shoulders are hurting from going overhead today, and we can do an alternative, okay? So on your elbows and your toes, ready, set, begin. Tuck that tailbone, squeeze your tush, and dip one knee to the ground at a time. Nice and slow, doesn't need to be quick. Excellent, Marty, that's great. Keep that tummy tucked. Michelle, that's awesome. Go mom and dad, finish it up. Come on, squeeze that tush. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. So the alternative, if the swimmers are annoying for your shoulders, then you could bring your elbows to a W and just lift up and down, and lift and down. Ready, set, and begin. So opposite hand to opposite foot, swimmers. And again, if your shoulders hurt here, if that's too hard, bring it back to a W and just lift up and down. Good. Both exercises focus on our spinal extensors. Good. Belly button tight to the ceiling, guys. Tighten it up. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work. Oh yeah. We get one more round of this. Feeling super strong. Let's pour all that energy into this tight, tight plank. Ready, set, begin. Elbows and toes, tighten the tush, and dip. Tighten it up. Good. Bonus, in that plank, can you squeeze your elbows together? All the squeezing. Come on, tighten it up one more time. 7 seconds to go. And rest. Great work. Squeezing those elbows, I'm feeling it. All right, guys, last time through. Swimmer or this W. All right, ready, set, begin. Begin, good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, good. Come on, squeeze those glutes extra tight. Fantastic. Good, reaching for the opposite walls. Come on, 6 seconds. And rest. Woo! Let's come on to a hands and knees. Finish up here. Great work today. Got some stretching going on. Let's start on our hands and knees. Bringing that left hand below your face on the floor, so in between your shoulders. Sweep your right hand towards the ceiling. Unwind here. And now we're gonna thread the needle. Right hand below, left hand. Bring your right shoulder, right ear to the ground. A bit of a twist and a shoulder stretch. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back up to the ceiling with that arm. And back down to the ground. Replace, so right hand beneath your face on the ground. Left hand sweeps to the sky. Good, from here, descend, thread the needle. Left shoulder and ear to the ground. Hips are up. Shoulder stretch. And release, come all the way back up. And all fours. Now, let's come into a child's pose here. Bring your knees apart, toes to touch. Hips on your heels. Walk your hands forward. And you can bring your forehead rested on the mat. Feel that stretch from your shoulders, down your spine to your hips. Breathing your belly through the middle. And now relax your arms, elbows to the ground. Clasp your palms together. Cross your thumbs over, and then draw your thumbs to the back of your neck. Little upper back stretch. If you have room, you can walk your elbows forward if you have room. Big stretch on the back side of your arms, through the armpit area, upper back, and lats. And release back to child's pose. Excellent. Let's come all the way up to seated. Bringing that right leg out for one of my favorites, our twist and roll up and a stretch. Right leg out, left knee is in, and you can have it bent, wide. It doesn't need to be super tight. Sit up on your sit bones though. Shoulders are over your hips, so you're not slouching. And gently twist towards your knee, look out over your shoulder on the left. 3, 2, 1. Release your back hand to the ceiling. Good, right hand still on your knee. Twist towards your knee, reach towards your opposite toes for a big stretch down your left side from your armpit all the way down to your hip. 3, 2, 1, and release. Now turn your shoulders to face your toes and forward fold. We're going to tuck our chin and roll down. Like, I think of this like a fern, like you're rolling down like a fern curls up. And hold. So there's a gentle twist here because we're twisting our shoulders towards our toes. So you feel this in the back of the hamstring and in your lower back. 3, 2, 1. Slowly walk it up. Excellent. Switch sides. Good work. So gentle twist towards your right knee. Look over your shoulder. Remember, as we twist, we exhale, right? Reach nice and tall with that back arm. Gentle twist towards your knee. Reach towards your opposite toes. Every time you breathe, imagine expanding your ribs. A little more stretched up the side. And release. Woo. Good. Tilt those shoulders towards your toes and curl down, starting with your chin. Big stretch all along. I feel this from my upper back all the way down to my hamstrings. Try to keep those shoulders level. I notice myself twisting, right? So level to your toes. And slowly walk it back up. Awesome. So a couple of things here. Let's do a little quadricep stretch. I learned this from my ballet dancer friend. But we're going to bring our knees into a Z position. So my left heel is by my left butt. And it doesn't matter how bent your knee is. It doesn't need to be that bent. It's just up to you. From here, just walk those hands backwards. Squeeze your left butt cheek until you feel a stretch across the top. If you feel like it, you can come all the way to your elbows or all the way onto your back if you like, but just stop where you feel a stretch across the top of your quadricep on that left side. 3, 2, 1. You can release squeezing your butt, just relax it. Come back up to seated and just switch sides. So now your right heel is out by your right hip, bent knee again. Keep that foot kind of flexed, because flexing your feet can help protect and keep active in the knee. But it's okay if your knee's not as bent as mine, not a big deal. Just walk it backwards till you feel a stretch. Maybe this side is tighter, maybe it's less tight. You can come to your elbows if you like, or all the way onto your back. The goal is just to feel a stretch across the top. Squeeze the butt cheek on that right side. 3, 2, 1, and walk it back up. Let's bring our feet and soles together for a little butterfly stretch. Sitting up on your sits bones. Feet are together, and they could be forward, that's okay, or just as close as you want. Hands towards your ankles, pressing those knees down as you hinge from the hips. Okay, so pressing your belly button towards the ground. Long spine. I think of this as like shooting an arrow from my head forward. So I'm not rounding or slouching. I think of Gollum when I think of that. Hips nice and straight. One more, big stretch. And release. Good. Sending our right leg straight. We're going to pick up that left foot and just bring it over across that right knee. And a couple of options. One, grab your right elbow across your left knee and hug it tight. And that could be a big stretch through the hip. Good. If you'd like more stretch, you could hook your right arm around your left knee and reach across, looking over your shoulder. Either one. I like the hug. I like the hug today. Feels good. 3, 2, 1. Release. Switch legs. Now your right leg is up and over. Using your left elbow, kind of hook it around your right knee and hug that knee in. So big stretch in the hip and the glute. You could look over your shoulder if you'd like. 3, 2, 1. Release. Awesome work today. Let's finish with a quick breath work here. Sitting however you feel comfortable. And you can close your eyes or keep them open. And we'll come up, we'll do a count of 3 in, hold it for a count of 3, exhale for a count of 6. But I'll start with 5. All right, so 5 rounds here. Ready? Begin. Inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go with you. So inhale, hold, out. Inhale, hold, out. Last one. Inhale, hold, out. And take a moment as you resume your normal breathing. Notice how your shoulders and your neck feel after just 5 deep breaths. How your heart rate feels. How your mind feels after a morning of exercise. And just enjoy that feeling. And know that you can come back to that feeling after 5 deep breaths anytime today. You have the control. Thank you guys so much for bringing your energy today. That was